In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on November 28, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Chicago Bulls versus Boston Celtics. On the upcoming Tuesday night showdown, the Chicago Bulls are set to embark on a challenging road journey to TD Garden, where they will face off against the Boston Celtics. This clash follows a recent defeat for the Bulls against the Brooklyn Nets, while the Celtics secured a decisive victory over the Atlanta Hawks with a score of 113-103. The Chicago Bulls find themselves grappling with a substantial slump, having lost 7 of their last 8 games. Their aspiration to break free from a 4-game losing streak suffered a setback in a 118-109 road defeat against the Nets, despite an initial surge that saw them take a commanding 21-point lead. DeMar DeRozan showcased his prowess, contributing 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists, with valuable support from Kobe White's 23 points and matching 20-point performances from Patrick Williams and Zach LaVine. However, the Bulls faltered in the second and third quarters, succumbing to a combined 77-47-point deficit and ultimately falling short. Contrastingly, the Boston Celtics have been enjoying a hot streak, winning 8 of their last 10 games. Their momentum was further fueled by a convincing 113-103 triumph over the Atlanta Hawks, with Jason Tatum leading the charge with 34 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. Jaylen Brown and Derek White also made substantial contributions with 21 and 15 points, respectively. The Celtics exhibited dominance early on, amassing 69 points in the first half to establish a formidable 20-point lead, successfully withstanding a late rally from the Hawks. As the game approaches, the Bulls face potential roster challenges, with Alex Caruso and Zach LaVine listed as questionable. On the other side, the Celtics continue to miss Kristaps Porzingis, and Jrue Holiday is also listed as questionable. The Bulls' struggles this season, coupled with recent setbacks, have positioned the Celtics as significant favorites on their home court. A prevailing sentiment suggests caution when backing the Chicago Bulls, given their internal dynamics and potential player movements. While the Celtics are favored, the considerable point spread prompts consideration of the Bulls' ability to keep the game competitive, even with the uncertainty surrounding the availability of LaVine and Caruso. Thus, the Chicago Bulls to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Shifting focus to the overall game dynamics, the Celtics aim to capitalize on their extra rest and motivation to secure a decisive victory. With offensive efficiency ranking 4th in the league, Boston, led by Tatum, is expected to launch a comprehensive attack against the Bulls. In contrast, the Bulls, currently ranking last in pace and exhibiting defensive vulnerabilities, face a formidable challenge. Despite both teams adopting a slower tempo, the in-season tournament nature of the game adds an element of urgency. Boston's 5th place ranking and rebounding percentage suggests their ability to control the tempo and dictate the course of the game. Previous encounters between the Celtics and Bulls have trended towards lower scores, but considering the circumstances, a more high-scoring affair is anticipated. Expect Boston to outperform its season averages, pushing the score beyond the predicted threshold. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Raptors versus Brooklyn Nets. In an anticipated Atlantic Division clash, the Toronto Raptors are set to face off against the Brooklyn Nets in a compelling Eastern Conference Group C in-season tournament matchup, creating a buzz in the basketball community as they converge on the hardwood in the iconic setting of the Big Apple. The Raptors, fresh off a hard-fought 105-102 loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers on the road, showcased their resilience by covering the 3.5-point underdog line. On the other side, the Nets secured a 118-109 victory against the Chicago Bulls in their last game, meeting expectations as a 2.5-point favorite on the second night of a back-to-back. Examining the historical regular season matchups between these teams, the Raptors hold a 60-48 advantage overall, but the Nets have dominated the recent narrative, clinching victory in the last 4 encounters, including a thrilling 119-116 road win on December 16, 2022. Toronto, currently boasting a reasonably solid record with 3 wins in their last 5 games, is eager to rebound from their narrow loss to the Cavaliers. Despite the setback, notable performances from Jakob Poeltl, Pascal Siakam, Scotty Barnes, and Dennis Schroeder showcased the team's depth and offensive prowess. However, the Raptors aim to address their defensive lapses, particularly in the third quarter against the Cavaliers, where they were outscored by 32-20. Meanwhile, the Nets, displaying consistent form with a split record in their last 8 games, seek a third consecutive victory after overcoming the Bulls. Spencer Dinwiddie, Royce O'Neal, Lonnie Walker, and Mikal Bridges spearheaded Brooklyn's scoring efforts, showcasing their offensive firepower. The team's resilience was evident as they overcame a 21-point deficit in the first quarter, exploding for 44 points in the second quarter to secure a commanding win. Despite Toronto missing Christian Koloko due to illness and the Nets monitoring the availability of Dennis Smith Jr. and Nick Claxton, the spotlight remains on Cam Thomas, the leading scorer for Brooklyn this season with an impressive 27 points per game in 8 appearances. While the Nets secured a win against Chicago, the margin may not have reflected their true dominance, raising questions about their ability to cover the spread against a formidable Toronto team. The absence of Cam Thomas could be more pronounced in a challenging matchup against the Raptors. In a contest where the two squads appear evenly matched in recent form, the Raptors hold the edge, given the Nets' roster challenges. Consequently, in what promises to be a closely contested battle, the Toronto Raptors to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Delving into the statistical landscape, the Toronto Raptors maintain an average of 112 points on 46.9% shooting, with Pascal Siakam and Scotty Barnes leading the charge in scoring and rebounding. The team's proficiency beyond the arc and from the free throw line, coupled with their defensive efforts, paints a comprehensive picture of their playing style. On the other hand, the Brooklyn Nets, with an average of 115 points on 47.2% shooting, showcase the scoring prowess of Cam Thomas and Mikal Bridges. Lonnie Walker IV and Cameron Johnson contribute significantly to the offensive rhythm. Analyzing their three-point shooting and rebounding capabilities, the Nets' statistical profile suggests an efficient and competitive team. Anticipating an intense battle on the court, both teams' offensive capabilities and defensive strategies point towards a game that could surpass the anticipated total points, adding another layer of excitement to this Atlantic Division showdown. In light of these statistics and the overall matchup dynamics, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Atlanta Hawks versus Cleveland Cavaliers. In the culmination of the group play games in the NBA in-season tournament, the Atlanta Hawks and the Cleveland Cavaliers are set to face off on Tuesday night. The stakes are high as the Hawks, currently in 4th place with a 1-2 record in Group A, are not officially eliminated but need a win and some favorable outcomes to advance. The Cavaliers, positioned at 2nd in the group with a 2-1 record, are 7th overall, boasting a plus 6-point differential. A substantial victory is imperative for either team to secure progression in the tournament. Atlanta Hawks recently encountered a setback in their momentum after 2 consecutive wins, succumbing to a 113-103 road loss against the Celtics on Sunday. Despite Trae Young's impressive 33-point performance and contributions from DeAndre Hunter and Bogdan Bogdanovic, the team faced challenges, shooting 40% from the field and 19 of 53 from beyond the arc. The Cavaliers, on the other hand, have been in good form, winning 5 of their last 7 games, including a narrow 105-102 victory against the Raptors. Darius Garland led with 24 points, supported by Max Strus and Jarrett Allen. The Hawks are dealing with injuries, with Jalen Johnson sidelined, while the Cavaliers are without Dean Wade and Ty Jerome. Despite historical success for the Hawks against the Cavaliers, winning 7 of their last 10 meetings, both teams have struggled against the spread this season. The Cavaliers, playing at home, where they often excel, are favored, making the decision to back them a cautious one. Thus, the Cleveland Cavaliers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Examining the scoring dynamics, the Hawks showcase an offensive prowess, averaging 125 points per game and 123 on the road. Their recent matchups against the Cavaliers have seen them maintain a high-scoring trend. Playing at the third fastest pace in the league, they are poised to exploit Cleveland's defensive vulnerabilities, who concede an average of 113 points per game. On the flip side, the Cavaliers, averaging 111 points per game and 108 at home, tend to play at a slower pace with 102.5 possessions per game. Facing an Atlanta team allowing 115 points per game on the road, they are expected to find defensive success. Reflecting on their recent meetings, the under prevailed in 2 out of 3 encounters last season, but the last 2 averaged an impressive 246.5 points per game. This season, the combined points per game average stands at 234, taking into account the heightened scoring observed in the in-season tournament. Both teams have embraced this trend, with the Hawks averaging 131 points per game and the Cavaliers putting up 115 in their 3 group play matches. Considering their scoring patterns and the tournament's influence, the over has hit in 10 games for both teams this season, solidifying our choice. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.